California has been trying for years to destroy Western civilization. Well, this is what it looks like. They finally did it. Primetime's calling for a federal takeover of California. When a state becomes this dangerous and the government becomes this reckless, where the lives of millions of American citizens are being destroyed, their homes obliterated, their infrastructure annihilated, look at what we're seeing. This is a war scene.
One of LA's wealthiest suburbs, in the grip of an inferno, raging and unremitting. Pacific Palisades is home to film stars and billionaires, but this is one of Mother Nature's terrifying levelers. People watch in disbelief, their community being ravaged. January isn't normally wildfire season, but these aren't ordinary conditions. Blazes fueled by the strongest winds here for decades.
This is surreal. This is unbelievable. I've never seen it like this. I grew up in the Palisades.
Are you worried about people being trapped in their homes?
Oh, absolutely. I've already watched most of my neighbors leave.
A chunk of land the size of San Francisco has been destroyed. Some of the most beautiful land in the world. Parts of Pacific Palisades look like Hiroshima after the atomic bomb.
Some of Hollywood's biggest stars have been caught up in the devastation of the Los Angeles wildfires. Many have watched as their homes burned and went up in flames. Hollywood Walk of Fame member Billy Crystal and his wife Janice have confirmed their home of nearly 5 decades has been destroyed. In a shared statement, the couple says, "Words cannot describe the enormity of the devastation we are witnessing and experiencing. We ache for our friends and neighbours who have also lost their homes and businesses in this tragedy." Emmy Award winner and comedian Eugene Levy evacuated the area, describing the smoke as very dark as he left. His home has been destroyed. Socialite Paris Hilton shared on social media that she's lost her Malibu home. "Heartbroken beyond words. Sitting with my family, watching the news and seeing our home in Malibu burn to the ground on live TV is something no one should ever have to experience."
Thousands of Southern California residents have made harrowing escapes as devastating wildfires bear down on the Los Angeles area. Some fled by foot, some by car, and some by the grace of Good Samaritans. There are now 6 fast-moving wildfires raging around LA County, including the Pacific Palisades blaze and the Eaton fire in Altadena. The 6th fire, called the Sunset Fire, broke out last night in the Hollywood Hills area. Officials say the fires have killed at least 5 people and have burned down nearly 2,000 homes and structures, including ones owned by celebrities Billy Crystal, Mandy Moore, and Paris Hilton.
I talked to a fireman once. This is one of the reasons it freaked me out. He goes, "Dude, one day," he goes, "it's just going to be the right wind and fire's going to start in the right place and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean and there's not a thing we can do about it." I go, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, we just get lucky." He goes, "We get lucky with the wind." He goes, "But if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it."
A nightmare that no one can wake up from. That's what they're saying in LA.
As the fire absolutely raged, this is the view from the San Fernando Valley. This is what residents saw last night as mandatory evacuation orders were issued and folks in the Encino neighborhood south of Ventura Boulevard rushed to get out of their homes. The hills above Sherman Oaks, Encino and Tarzana lit up with fire as that Palisades fire made its way to the ridge and began threatening homes on the other side again of Pacific Palisades. The aerial firefight we saw was intense. At one point, LA City Fire and assisting agencies had 10 water-dropping choppers and planes in the air, putting everything they had on this fire to stop it from moving into yet another densely packed residential area. Evacuation orders again were immediately issued, forcing thousands of people from their home. We saw them coming down Havenhurst, down Balboa, getting out of the area. Many of those folks this morning, including friends of ours, are staying in hotels and with family members. Evacuation centers have also been opened in the San Fernando Valley as the fire continues to spread. Now take a look at the Pacific Palisades side of the fire. Mandeville Canyon, the fire there also continuing to rage. And with only 11% containment this morning, this firefight is far from over. Now, yesterday, the folks who live in the hills in Encino, above, south of Ventura Boulevard, Encino Hills, Havenhurst, all of those streets right there, they have the fire burning right there on the ridge. But I want you to look at these pictures sent to us from Van Nuys. Hold on 1 second. Take a look at those pictures sent to us from Van Nuys. This had folks 5 and 8 miles away from the actual ridge of the fire, worried that they too would have to evacuate. And a lot of folks in the San Fernando Valley have already been on edge. And one of the reasons is because of all those erroneous evacuation alerts they received. And yesterday, when they saw what we're looking at in those pictures right now, they worried they were going to have to get out, even though they were at least 8 miles from the ridge of the fire.
Even Morning Joe can't defend this. And they've defended everything. And I mean everything.
We don't know the exact causes for the complete failure of government to be able to protect these homes. I don't think we can say it's the smelt alone. We don't know what it is, but I do think it's going to be like Hurricane Katrina. I mean, the infrastructure has been slashed. It's hard to hear people say in one of the richest cities in the world that, we don't have enough water to protect people's homes.
We're witnessing the collapse of liberal society. Everything's on fire, falling apart at the same time because of stupidity, corruption, and radical priorities.
Just seen your report there, Martha. Really dramatic stuff. How are things where you are right now?
Terrifying for the people in this local area. I don't think that's an overstatement. It's a very long and scary night ahead for the people in this part of LA. You can see behind me one of these hills on fire. This was actually a community of temporary homes which have gone up, community after community here in flames. And I can't overstate also how much of a problem these winds are. Winds already 80 miles per hour. They're threatening to take my feet from under me. And they're expected to get even stronger in the coming hours, up to 100 miles per hour. And that's a problem because it means that these embers that you see, they may possibly spread and make another larger fire in these areas. So it is a very, very uncertain time, uncertain, scary hours ahead. 30,000 people have already been ordered to evacuate.
It's so big, it's so red. My thoughts and prayers are with everyone tonight. I'm really praying to stop soon.
I have never seen flames from my house like this, ever. This is insanity.
Oh my gosh. That's so hot, honey!
This is absolutely the worst fire I've ever seen in my life. And just this morning, I woke up and I was really conscious of my mental state and my mental health because the last 3 days, I've seen such tragedy.
I can't reach anyone to see if my house is okay. And I just Googled it. And it said that it's destroyed an entire block. I don't want to say on my street. So I don't know if my house is there.
Standing in my driveway getting ready to evacuate. We've got a lot
lot of planes going over, dropping water, but